Horton's world welcomes you. The air grows still, a chill crawls down your spine, something whispers in the shadows. It calls to you, beckoning you closer to a realm where the veil between life and death thins. You are drawn to a simple wooden board, its surface adorned with letters and numbers. This is no ordinary game. This is a Ouija board, and it holds a dark secret. For centuries, the Ouija board has been shrouded in mystery and fear. What began as a harmless parlor game quickly transformed into a source of terror, linked to countless tales of hauntings, possessions, and brushes with the unknown. Is it merely a tool for tapping into our subconscious, or does it truly offer a gateway to communicate with something beyond our understanding? Tonight, we delve into the sinister history of the Ouija board. We will uncover its origins, explore its rise to infamy, and examine the chilling stories that have cemented its place in the annals of the paranormal. Prepare yourself, for the truth behind the Ouija board is far more disturbing than you could ever imagine. The darkness whispers, and the Ouija board awaits. Are you brave enough to face the secrets it holds? The story of the Ouija board begins in the late 19th century, a time when the spiritualism movement swept across America and Europe like a ghostly wind. Seances became all the rage, with people desperate to connect with loved ones lost to the other side. It was during this era of spiritual fervor that the seeds of the Ouija board were sown, as Elijah Bond. In 1890, Elijah Bond, a shrewd businessman, recognized the potential for profit in this burgeoning fascination with the afterlife. I partnered with Helen Peters, a woman rumored to possess psychic abilities, and together we created a talking board we claimed could allow anyone to communicate with spirits. Thus, the Ouija board was born. Narrator marketed as a harmless novelty, the Ouija board quickly gained popularity. Families gathered around it, eager to experience the thrill of contacting the spirit world from the comfort of their own homes. But as the board's popularity soared, so too did the whispers of its darker side. Stories began to surface, tales of strange occurrences during Ouija board sessions. People reported feeling cold spots, hearing disembodied voices, and witnessing objects moving on their own. What was once seen as a harmless pastime was now being viewed with suspicion, as if the board itself was a conduit to something sinister, lurking just beyond our perception. The Ouija board's reputation as a harbinger of darkness only grew stronger with time. As the 20th century progressed, the board became inextricably linked to tales of hauntings, possessions, and brushes with the demonic. What was once a source of amusement had transformed into an object of fear and dread. As Sarah, one of the most famous examples of the Ouija board's dark influence, can be found in the chilling tale of Roland Doe, a young boy from Maryland who, in 1949, allegedly became possessed by a malevolent entity after using a Ouija board. The boy's terrifying ordeal, which involved levitation, speaking in tongues, and violent outbursts, became the inspiration for the iconic horror film The Exorcist, forever cementing the Ouija board's place in popular culture as a portal to evil. But the stories of the Ouija board's dark power extend far beyond Hollywood horror films. Countless individuals claim to have experienced terrifying and unexplained phenomena after using the board. From strange noises and cold spots to full-blown demonic manifestations, the Ouija board has left an indelible mark on the psyches of those who dare to invite its power into their lives. Even today, in the age of reason and technology, the Ouija board continues to hold a strange power over us. It is a reminder that some mysteries are best left unexplored, and that some doors, once opened, can never be truly closed. The late 19th century was a time of great social and technological change, but it was also an era captivated by the mysteries of the spirit world. The spiritualism movement, which believed in the ability to communicate with the dead, swept through both America and Europe. Seances became increasingly common, drawing curious participants eager to connect with loved ones lost to the veil. It was in this environment of spiritual fervor that the idea of a talking board took root. The Ouija board, though new, promised to democratize spirit communication, making it accessible to anyone.
Central to the Ouija board's mystique is the enigmatic origin of its name. The story goes that during one fateful session in 1890, I asked the board itself what it wanted to be called. The planchette, seemingly guided by an unseen hand, moved slowly across the board, spelling out the letters Ouija. When asked what this strange word meant, the board responded with a simple yet unsettling answer: good luck. This cryptic response did little to quell the growing unease surrounding the board. If anything, it only served to deepen the mystery and heighten the sense that this seemingly innocuous game board might be something far more powerful and potentially dangerous than anyone had initially realized. Some believe that the name Ouija is a combination of the French and German words for yes, oui and ja. However, this explanation fails to account for the board's eerie message of good luck. This apparent warning hinted at a darker side to this seemingly harmless pastime. The ambiguity surrounding the Ouija board's name only served to fuel its growing notoriety. Was the name a harmless coincidence, or a more ominous message? The answer, like so much else about the Ouija board, remained shrouded in mystery. The mystery of the Ouija board's name, combined with its reputation for unsettling encounters, solidified its position as a cultural phenomenon. It became a source of both fascination and fear, drawing in those eager to test its limits while repelling those who feared the potential consequences. The Ouija board, with its simple design and enigmatic name, had become a cultural touchstone, a symbol of the enduring human fascination with the mysteries of the afterlife.
The growing popularity of the Ouija board did not escape the notice of shrewd businessmen eager to capitalize on the public's fascination with the spirit world. They transformed the Ouija board from a niche novelty into a household name. Elijah Bond, the man who patented the Ouija board, capitalized on its growing popularity. He secured a patent in 1891, ensuring profit from its sales. Bond marketed the Ouija board as a fun parlor game for the whole family. Advertisements depicted smiling families enjoying an evening of light-hearted amusement. This strategy proved remarkably successful. The Ouija board became a staple of parlor games and social gatherings.
As the 20th century dawned, the Ouija board's popularity continued to climb, transforming into a mainstream form of entertainment. The Ouija board had become a fixture in homes across America, as commonplace as a deck of cards or a game of checkers. Clever marketing positioned the Ouija board as a harmless and educational pastime for the whole family. Advertisements depicted smiling families enjoying an evening of innocent amusement. The Ouija board was repackaged as a wholesome pastime, fostering imagination and connection. Newspapers and magazines published articles solidifying its place in the cultural zeitgeist. These articles presented the Ouija board as a source of amusement and wonder. The Ouija board was now being discussed openly, becoming normalized in popular culture. From novelty to national pastime. The Ouija board's integration into mainstream culture was cemented by its portrayal in popular media. Movies and TV shows featured the board, often in a comedic light, as a source of amusement. Once associated with the occult, it became a familiar trope in entertainment, adding intrigue without terror. As its popularity soared, so did the stories surrounding its use. Newspapers published accounts of people claiming to contact historical figures or make accurate predictions. These stories fueled public fascination, solidifying its reputation as a tool for communicating with the unknown. The allure of the unknown. Despite its widespread acceptance, the Ouija board never fully shed its aura of mystery and the occult. Beneath the veneer of harmless entertainment lurked a primal fear of the unknown. The Ouija board served as a potent reminder of the vast, unknowable expanse beyond human understanding. Stories of unsettling experiences continued to circulate, whispered among friends and recounted around campfires. Tales of planchette moving with unnatural speed, of chilling messages spelled out letter by letter, and of unseen presences making themselves known through the board. These stories held a strange power, tapping into a primal fear of the unknown. The Ouija board, for all its purported innocence, served as a tangible link to a realm beyond our control. A realm where the rules of logic and reason no longer applied. It was this very element of unpredictability that both attracted and repelled, fueling its enduring mystique. The Ouija board became a cultural touchstone, a symbol of the enduring human fascination with the mysteries of the afterlife. It was a paradox, a source of both amusement and unease, a reminder that some doors once opened can never be truly closed. Whispers from the shadows. The Ouija board's popularity soared, accompanied by whispers of strange occurrences. What began as harmless entertainment took on a sinister aspect with stories of unsettling encounters. People reported cold spots and sudden drops in temperature during sessions. Others heard disembodied voices, faint whispers from unseen entities. Objects moved inexplicably, manipulated by unseen hands. Doors creaked open and slammed shut, shattering the silence. As more people experimented with the Ouija board, unsettling encounters grew in frequency and intensity. What were once isolated incidents began to form a pattern of disturbing occurrences. People reported feeling a strange presence, an unseen entity observing their every move. This presence, often described as cold and oppressive, sent a wave of unease through the room. The planchette began to move erratically, as if guided by an unseen hand. The messages it spelled out took on a darker, more unsettling tone, sending chills down the spines of those present. The Ouija board, once a source of amusement, had become a conduit for something far more sinister, a gateway to a realm where darkness dwelled and unseen entities waited. The veil between the two realms had grown thin, weakened by those who dared to tamper with forces they did not comprehend. The board's reputation as a tool for summoning the supernatural grew. Individuals found themselves tormented by unexplained phenomena, their homes transformed into battlegrounds between the mundane and the malevolent. The Ouija board, once a source of amusement, had become a harbinger of terror. The 1970s witnessed a cultural shift in how the Ouija board was perceived. The Exorcist's release in 1973 sent shockwaves through society, linking the Ouija board to demonic possession. Audiences were both terrified and captivated by the film's graphic imagery. The Ouija board, once a source of amusement, became linked to newfound terror. The Exorcist blurred the lines between fact and fiction. Its opening disclaimer, inspired by actual events, planted seeds of doubt. Could a simple game board serve as a conduit to demonic forces? Newspapers fueled the fear surrounding the Ouija board. Accounts of possessions and hauntings proliferated. The line between entertainment and reality blurred. The public grappled with the unsettling possibility of real horrors. The Ouija board became a symbol of potential evil. Its presence in a home caused anxiety and dread. The Exorcist transformed the Ouija board from novelty to taboo. It became a source of fear and fascination. The film's legacy endured, haunting public consciousness. The cultural landscape surrounding the Ouija board had irrevocably shifted. Playful curiosity was replaced by unease and fear. Parents forbade its presence in their homes, fearing the potential consequences. The Ouija board was relegated to the attic, gathering dust alongside other relics. Religious leaders denounced the Ouija board as a tool of the devil, a gateway to demonic influence. The board was now branded as dangerous and blasphemous, its use tantamount to inviting evil into one's life. The cultural shift extended beyond parenting and religion. shaping the way the Ouija board was portrayed in media. Movies and TV shows now presented it as a harbinger of doom. The Ouija board had become a cultural bogeyman, a cautionary tale about tampering with forces beyond our understanding.
You tend to see a pattern in this line of work. People call us to investigate strange occurrences in their homes, cold spots, disembodied voices, objects moving on their own. More often than not, there's a Ouija board tucked away somewhere in their attic, a silent witness to whatever darkness has taken root. He recounted one particular case, a chilling tale that unfolded in a quiet suburban home where a family had been terrorized by unexplained events. They were a normal family, the kind you wouldn't expect to be caught up in something like this. But it all started after they brought home an antique Ouija board from a flea market.
At first, the occurrences were subtle, easily dismissed as tricks of the imagination or the creaking of an old house settling, but as the days turned into weeks, the events grew increasingly disturbing. The family reported hearing footsteps in the dead of night, the sound of heavy boots treading across the wooden floorboards just outside their bedroom doors. Doors slammed shut on their own, their sudden movements shattering the silence with a resounding boom that sent chills down their spines.
The children were terrified. They claimed to see shadowy figures lurking in the corners of their rooms, their eyes glowing with an eerie light that sent shivers down their spines. The parents tried to reassure them, but deep down, they were just as scared. The Ouija board acts as a beacon. It's like opening a door to another realm, a realm where not everything is benevolent or well-intentioned. Some entities are drawn to the energy created during a session, especially if the participants are young, curious, and unaware of the potential dangers they're inviting in. There was another case, involving a group of teenagers who had gathered for a night of spooky fun. They had chosen an old, dusty Ouija board they found in the attic. At first, the planchette moved slowly, hesitantly. But as the night wore on and the teenagers' excitement grew, the planchette's movements became more frantic. Its erratic dance across the board a reflection of the unseen forces now at play. The messages they received were cryptic at first, fragmented words and phrases, but as the night wore on, the messages grew darker, more menacing. The entity seemed to feed off the teenagers' fear, its power growing with each terrified gasp and nervous glance exchanged between them. The teenagers tried to end the session, but the entity refused to let go. It taunted them, threatened them, and promised to follow them home if they dared to break the connection. By the time they called for help, they were terrified, convinced that they had unleashed something evil into their lives. Chris described the aftermath of such encounters, the lingering dread, the feeling of being watched. People often underestimate the power of the Ouija board. They think it's just a game, but they're playing with fire. He recounted stories of individuals tormented by unseen entities. Disembodied voices whispered their names in the dead of night. Some entities, once invited, are reluctant to leave.
The Ouija board had become a portal to the unknown. The Ouija board's story is woven from threads of intrigue and fear. It emerged when the veil between worlds seemed thin, fueled by a fascination with the afterlife. Marketed as a harmless game, it quickly captured the public's imagination. Its simple design held a strange allure for those eager to peer into the unknown. Yet unease grew, sensing it might be more powerful and dangerous. Stories of unsettling encounters and unexplained phenomena began to circulate. What began as amusement took on a sinister aspect, blurring the line between entertainment and reality. Even today, in an age of technological advancement and scientific skepticism, the Ouija board retains its power to both intrigue and unsettle. It remains a cultural touchstone, a symbol of the enduring human fascination with the mysteries of the afterlife and the unsettling possibility that we might not be alone in the universe. Whether you believe the Ouija board is a harmless game, a tool for tapping into the subconscious, or a genuine portal to the spirit world, its enduring presence in our collective consciousness speaks to a primal curiosity about what lies beyond the veil of our everyday existence. The stories persist, tales of haunted houses, restless spirits, and encounters with entities that defy rational explanation. These accounts, passed down through generations or shared in hushed tones around campfires, serve as cautionary reminders that some doors, once opened, can never be truly. The legend of Ouija board will undoubtedly continue to haunt and fascinate us, and a profound appreciation for the precious and fleeting gift of life. The Ouija board can never erase the impact of a life lived with intention and love. Whether ultimately product of our collective imagination or something entirely unexpected, the journey itself is a testament to the power of human curiosity, the importance of scientific inquiry, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Yet, they also represent strength, wisdom, and the potential for transformation. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history of the Ouija board. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Horton's World for more explorations into the world's most fascinating myths and legends. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What other mythical creatures or legends would you like us to explore next? Share your ideas, and let's keep the flame of curiosity burning bright. And as always, stay curious. The Ouija board stands as a stark reminder that some mysteries are best left unexplored, that the pursuit of knowledge and experience can come at a cost. It is a testament to the power of belief, the enduring allure of the unknown, and the unsettling possibility that some forces are best left undisturbed.